Okay, so now we're outside and we have the car and we're ready to start fixing some flats. First thing we need to do is we need to identify where the tire is leaking from, and we can visually do that. Be able to find the point of the puncture right off the bat, and other times you're gonna have to kind of hunt for it. Now there it is. I just found it. As you can see, I found the leak. And this is what I was talking about earlier. I think they designed these tires to where they're supposed to intentionally, they make them weak on the edges here to where you got to get the tire replaced. The problem is that if I replace this tire with the exact same tire, I'm just gonna get the exact same leak. Man, look at this. This is nasty. This should not have punctured here. This should be, the tire really should be reinforced right here. Let's go ahead and fix it. Let's see what we can do with this, you know? So a word to note before you actually repair it is that obviously your tire is gonna go flat, so you have to have a source for air. In this case, I do have a battery-driven air pump that runs off the car. The cigarette adapter. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this isn't my first time doing this, so I'm pretty much prepared for this. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna take the pliers, the needle nose pliers. I'm just gonna grab onto the obstruction. I'm just gonna yank it out. Look at that. That's it, man. That is this bullshit. Like, it's not even really, like, it's not even really in there all the way. Like, look how little it is. And it's just completely, it's ridiculous. Tire should not be doing this. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the stabber and now I'm gonna stab it and just really let all the air out of my tire. It just barely punched it. It is like the tiniest pinprick. Bullshit, dude. Can't believe. So you just want to work it in there and just really expand it. All right, get it nice and in there. And I'm gonna move the camera around so you can kind of see what it's supposed to look like. Okay. You see it's nice and deep. Okay. The hard thing is I'm trying not to get too dirty. All right, so there's all the air coming out. So now I'm going to go ahead and take one of the plugs. You know, I should have had this ready to go before I actually pulled it out. I could salvage some of this air, but it's okay. No sense in getting into a hurry. Now this stuff is sticky, and it is nice, and it's sticky, and it's nasty, and all types of stuff. That's okay. What it's supposed to do. So, I wonder if I can use the pliers to actually pull it out. Okay, there we go. So, pulled it out, stuck it in. Gonna want to stick it into the thing. You're gonna be basically threading a needle here. So you want it to look a little bit like that. Blows back on. And then, before all the air goes out of the tire, you're going to go and stab it. Okay. Get that thing in there. You're just going to, it's going to act like it doesn't want to go in there. You're just going to push on it. lean your body weight into it. Like you're, let all the emotion out. Oh, you know what? I forgot. You gotta do the rubber cement. Oh, look at that. Okay. Huh. All right. So this isn't as nasty as the stuff I was expecting it to be. A little washer and a cap. There we go. I think it's like that. I think that's how you do it. It's chemistry. All right. Wipe it on the gloves. Go back to it. You know, it's really tough. I really think I should have enlarged that hole a little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right. So it's in there. And then you're going to go ahead and and the motherfucker's gonna break them. Oh shit, that's what the long range tool's for. See, I gotta show the struggle, otherwise people think it's too easy. All right. So you use this Allen wrench to get it back in there. No big deal. It just shows that they're thinking. All right, there we go. Okay. This and you just cut the excess off. That's it. You're plugged. No sense in trying to make it look nice because you're never going to see it anyway. This thing's going to be hitting the road. You know, your tires just see so much crap day in and day out. And that's it. You're done. That was actually not too bad. In the grand scheme of things, that could have been a lot worse. All right, now it's time to return it. No, I'm just kidding, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, let's go ahead and air it up. Last notes. Having one of these and having a tire repair kit in the trunk of your car is the biggest game changer. It'll probably save your life because if you ever have that catastrophic flat on the road, you won't be one of those guys trying to change your tire on the side of the freeway with all your stuff blowing in the wind until you get taken out. You know, might even save yourself a $300 tow bill. Secondly, they make tires cheaper. That shouldn't have happened. You know, it didn't go in very deep, and there should have been a layer or something to just prevent that puncture. But it's nothing. It's just rubber, man. There's nothing holding this to the sidewall except rubber. It's ridiculous.